What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video is going to be a full rundown, review, swatches, demo of the new SUQQU pre-summer collection. If you guys have been eyeing this collection and maybe you're thinking about picking up some of the products, then keep watching. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sophia and this is my channel, Sophia Sees Beauty, where we talk about all things beauty and makeup. I upload content every single week on all of the newest luxury beauty releases, like those from SUQQU. So if you want a little bit more luxury, a little bit more beauty in your timeline, then definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to hear about every time I post a new video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. And so yeah, let's talk about this beautiful new collection from SUQQU. If you're watching this video, you might already be familiar with SUQQU, but if you're not, no worries. SUQQU is a luxury beauty brand coming out of Japan, and their vibe is very much about sort of like enhancing your own natural beauty in a very natural and feminine way. Unfortunately, if you live in the United States, we do not have SUQQU available to us in store. So if you're in the US, you're gonna have to order from a retailer in the UK, such as Selfridges or Harrods. Personally, I purchased all of these products from the SUQQU counter at Selfridges, and in the description box, I'm gonna include for you guys, as always, the email to the SUQQU team. So if you guys ever have any questions about their products, then definitely email their team via that email. With a lot of these releases, they actually have pre-sales, and in addition to that, they host kind of like virtual swatch parties where they swatch and demo all the products for you. So if you guys want to participate in any of those in the future SUQQU launches, definitely email their team. I had the opportunity of attending one of these the other week before the products went on sale, and so I'm really excited to kind of swatch these for you guys today and tell you a little bit more about what I learned during that event. So this is the pre-summer collection from SUQQU. I did receive confirmation that there's going to be a summer collection, so hang tight for that, guys, but this is the pre-summer collection, and it is going to launch at Selfridges online on the 7th of April. I will try and link everything down below for you guys as always, and if this becomes available at other retailers, I will update the description box. And if you guys also follow me along on Instagram and here on the YouTube community board, I will always post updates if I find that these products become available at other retailers. There are a bunch of products in this collection, and spoiler alert, they're all absolutely stunning. The SUQQU team mentioned that this particular collection is inspired by sea glass, and you're definitely gonna see that in sort of like not only the colors, but the finishes and the tones throughout this collection. I would describe this collection as exactly that. The products very much give me like a stained glass, mermaid, watercolor kind of look. It's honestly perfect for spring. I love that they did this for pre-summer because it's kind of like, it's bringing on the spring, it's getting us into those summer vibes, at least for those of us that are in the northern hemisphere. We need a little bit of that right now. I'm gonna go through each of these products one by one, and I will include timestamps down below just in case you guys want to skip ahead. First up, we have two new signature color eye quads. Now these retail for 48 British pounds, which is about 62 US dollars. So these are definitely at that luxury price point. If you guys haven't tried SUQQU eyeshadows before, they are very soft, very gentle, very blendable. It really fits in with that sort of like Japanese makeup aesthetic. And the team at SUQQU mentioned that these pigments are very finely milled, and then they're coated in oil to basically create a very soft, blendable texture. The matte shades also include snow powder to make them super blendable as well. The first quad is number 113, and it is called Namimigaki. And please excuse me, guys, if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong. I'm trying my best here with my Japanese. I was instantly drawn to this quad when I first saw the collection. This was one of the pieces that I definitely wanted to pick up. These are very much Sophia shades, and what we're looking at here is kind of a mixture of like peach, pink, purple, and then a dark eggplant purple shade. These are just so beautiful. What you're gonna notice in the swatches is that at least the shimmer shades, they're incredibly glittery and reflective, but in a very like refined, beautiful way. Remember, this collection is inspired by sea glass, so we're gonna get very like soft mermaid vibes, but also with a bit of sparkle and shine to really create that reflective look. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes right now, and to create this look, I first went in with the sparkly peach shade, and I put that all over the inner corner. Then I went in with this beautiful shimmery lavender shade. These are just so beautiful. You guys will see, even just adding two colors creates an absolutely stunning look. I would say, although these are glittery, they definitely have a lot of pigment to them as well. They're easy to control. I didn't really get that much fallout. I think that if you use a more precise brush especially, and you just tap off your brush, you're totally fine. You will see a bit of kick up in the pan for sure, but these really blend onto the eyes very easily. They adhere to the eye, and they create this beautiful, like, I know I keep repeating repeating myself, but like stained glass watercolor effect. I then went in with the deeper peach shade and I put that in my inner corner and on the lower lash line. And then finally I went in with this matte purple shade and I just kind of softly blended that into the crease. You guys will see right here in the demo, the mattes, they just blend out so seamlessly. You really don't have to be afraid of them. I think when I first saw this collection, I saw that both of the matte shades in each of the palettes was quite dark, and me being very fair, I always have to ask myself, you know, is that gonna work for me? Because with a palette like this, I actually don't really wanna go for a very smoky look, but it's important to remember that the mattes that come in these palettes, they're very soft, they're very subtle. You can definitely build them up if you have a deeper skin tone and you wanna smoke it out a little bit, but I love that the pigment is very controllable. Finally, I added some mascara and this is the look. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this look. I just love the multi-dimension that you get from these shimmers. Again, like this is just beautiful watercolor tie-dye dreams. It is so, so gorgeous. This was definitely something that I wanted to pick up as soon as I saw the collection preview. The next quad is number 114 and it is called Sumimidori. I just want to say right off the bat, I think this might be my favorite item in the collection. This really surprised me. I wasn't going to get this quad, but then when I saw the virtual try on and demo and I saw them not only swatch this, but apply it to the eyes, I just had to get it. This really, really surprised me. I'll show you guys the swatches right here. Just like the other quad, you're getting some really beautiful shimmers, a metallic, and a beautiful matte. And again, I was really scared of this deep navy. That was the color that was really throwing me off, guys. It's like, am I really gonna go into a deep navy? Because on the day-to-day, I'm not really going into a shade that is that deep. But let me show you the demo so you guys can see how these colors apply. So first off, I kind of went like all over the lid, or at least in the outer half, with the beautiful sea glass green shade. So stunning, so sparkly. That one is probably one of the most multi-dimensional one between the two palettes. Then in the inner corner, I went in with the gold, and you'll see like once you kind of build this up, you just get this beautiful seamless transition between the colors. It really kind of mimics that beautiful sparkle that you get like when the sun hits the sea. That's what those two colors remind me of.
Look at me romanticizing this palette. I am a Pisces, guys.
Then I went into this sort of like champagne peach shade and I popped that in the inner corner. I also put it on the lower lash line. And then finally, guys, I went in with the scary navy blue shade and it just blended out so seamlessly. You guys will see it's very soft. I was able to go in very lightly, but then build it up a little bit if I needed to. And this was just so stunning. Like this really gives me those sea glass vibes. I don't think I had a palette like this in my collection, and that's why I think this is my favorite item from the collection. It is just so stunning. Comment down below and let me know which of these looks did you guys prefer? Which of these palettes are you thinking of? Because this one is the one I'm most excited about, only because it's not only gorgeous, but it really surprised me. And in terms of the formula here, in each of these quads, what I've noticed is that the two shades that are on this side of the palette are more glittery shades. And you guys saw in the demo, you know, you can see the level of sparkle and shine that you get from these. It's a very sophisticated glitter, very easy to work with. And then the shade that is in the bottom corner on each of the palettes is more of like a smooth, pigmented metallic, okay? It's not gonna be as glittery. So if you wanted to have a day that wasn't quite so glittery, you could definitely put that shade all over the lid and maybe kind of apply the glitter to the center of the eye or the inner corner with your finger. And then of course, you guys can see right here, each of these have a matte in the opposite corner. So I would say these are laid out very similarly. So those are the signature color eye palettes. Now let's talk about the Pure Color blushes. I feel like these are the ones that you guys are most excited about and you guys have the most questions about. These retail for 34 British pounds, which is about $44. So I know, guys, these are expensive. These are so expensive. And I will mention, guys, this is their OG blush formula that we all know and love. It is not to be confused with the newer melting powder blushes. If you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more about that formula and the differences between each of them, definitely check out my video on those blushes. I will link it down below. First up, we have number 130, which is called Benikaizome. This blush, guys, this just looks like a juicy summer fruit. Like as soon as I saw it, I just thought of like a ripe peach on the tree. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think in the promo photos, this definitely showed up a little bit more on like the peach side, but I'm here to say, guys, that this is definitely a little bit more pink. It definitely pulls a bit more pink. I'm gonna show you the swatches right here. You're gonna see a series of 3 swatches. On the left is the deepest color in the blush. On the right is going to be the lighter color of the blush. And then in the middle is basically, I just swirled all of the colors together. And that's what you're going to get if you were to take your brush and just swirl it all over the compact. This one is definitely very pigmented. I would say if you have like a medium to deep skin tone, this is definitely the one that I would recommend for you. As you can see, I'm super fair. I can still pull it off, but I think this is gonna be the one that's like the most universally flattering for you guys. I like the fact that with these blushes, you definitely can kind of pick and choose what direction you go in. Like if I wanted something a little bit more peach, I could go in with one side of the blush. And if I wanted something a little bit more pink and fuchsia, then I go in with the opposite side. And then if you want the best of both worlds, you can just mix them both together. This is really beautiful. This definitely like oozes summer. I would say the only thing about this blush is that it is very bright. It is a little bit more on the deeper side. So I don't necessarily think that it pairs super well with either of the eye quads, but that regardless, like this on its own is a beautiful blush. It's a really big, beautiful pop of color, and it's definitely different than the other blushes that I have from SUQQU. The next blush is number 131, and this one is called Tsuyayukari, or if you're Greek like me, Tsuyayukari. I don't know, it sounds Greek to me. What can I tell you guys? I feel like this is the one that you guys are going to be the most interested to see how it applies because it's a purple blush. It goes from purple to a very almost white lavender. And I'll show you guys here in the swatches. It definitely swatches very purple. What you're going to see here, and it's probably going to be apparent mostly in these swatches, is that both of these blushes are extremely luminous. They're very glowy. They're not glittery, but they just have a beautiful luminosity to them. So much so that you probably could even forego highlighter if you wanted to look very natural. Don't forget, this is SUQQU. This is supposed to like enhance your natural beauty. It's not supposed to be like a see it from space kind of blush or kind of highlight. It's going to give you a nice punch of color, but the texture really adds a nice beautiful glow and luminosity to the skin. And when you see the demo right here, you'll notice that even though this is a purple blush, when you put it on the cheeks, it doesn't look that purple. It just looks like a really beautiful, subtle hint of color. In fact, when I attended the virtual demo, the woman who was leading it, she actually used this as kind of like a contour around her face. And she had sort of like, I would say, medium tan skin. And she was using this as a contour, which I thought was really interesting. So if you're more on like the tan to olive side, this might be really good to kind of bring a little bit of color into the hollows of the cheeks. But other than that, I would recommend this one for those of us who are very fair like myself. You're seeing here in the demo, it adds a nice little flush of color to the cheeks, but it is very subtle. If you like something that's subtle, I think this is going to be good for you. In addition, I think that both of these blushes, but especially this one, the lighter side of the compact is really nice as a highlight. I'll show you right here. I apply this with my Wayne Goss airbrush. I just kind of dip into the light lavender side of the compact and put that on the high points of the cheeks. I think it looks really good. So this is a really nice kind of like 2-in-1 blush highlighter, but very subtle, very SUQQU. Next up, we have 2 new shades in the Comfort Lip Fluid Fog. Now, this is a liquid lipstick, but don't be mistaken, this is not the kind that kind of dries down into a super drying, like crusty finish. This is described as more of like a satin matte finish, and this is not to be confused with the Lip Fluid Glow, which is basically something similar but a different formula. That's more of like a glossy, glowy, less pigmented formula. This is a true liquid lipstick. These retail for 33 British pounds, which is about 43 US dollars. So again, a luxury price point. The first color is number 108, and this is called Yuusango. Oh guys, both of these colors are really good. I'm just telling you right off the bat. This is kind of like a very muted, classy, burnished orange. It's almost if you took like a brownie nude and you just added a little bit of orange in there to kind of warm up the lips. And you'll see in the application here, it's definitely like a creamy lipsticky formula. It's almost like if you took a lipstick and you kind of like melted it down. It's extremely blendable. It feels very moisturizing. It doesn't have that sort of weird like silicone-y feel that sometimes you get from these types of liquid lipsticks. They're definitely very pigmented. They're definitely very easy to apply. They come with this little tiny thin applicator so that you don't really need a lip liner. I didn't use a lip liner in any of these demos, so it's really easy to get kind of like that perfect line for perfectionists like me. I definitely appreciate that. I wouldn't say that this is a super long wearing formula. I would almost say this is kind of like a creamy, matte, moisturizing formula that's really easy to apply. I did test these out today, and because they don't really dry down, I don't find that these are particularly long wearing, but they're very comfortable to wear. The next shade is number 109, and this is called Kaorimigaki, and this is for my nude lovers out there. This is a beautiful, just kind of like classic nude. It has like a little bit of brown to it, and again, the formula is the same. It's very creamy. If you want something that's just super basic, maybe you don't have any of these from SUQQU and you want a good first color and you want something that you're gonna wear a lot, something that goes with everything, I would definitely go with this one. I also think this is the one that goes best with the other color products that are in this collection. But if you want something that's just like a little bit brighter and just screams summer, then I would go with the other shade, the 108. And lastly, we have the Flawless Lip Gloss. These retail for 24 British pounds, which is like give or take 31 US dollars. This is like such a stunning lip gloss formula. It's very smooth, it's very hydrating, it's not really thick or sticky or anything. And you guys need to see these shades because they're definitely very interesting. The first one is number 110 and it is called Maruiro. This one definitely stood out to me when I was seeing the previews of the collection because it's a green lip gloss. This one definitely screams like that sea glass vibe, that sort of mermaid vibe that they're trying to get at with this collection. And don't be afraid, guys, because this isn't gonna make your lips look green at all. I really tried to zoom in also on these shots to really show you like the glitters that are in this pigment, because it's really more about the reflectivity of the glitters so much as the fact that this looks green. You'll see right here in the demo, when you put it on the lips, it just adds kind of like a subtle tint. It'd be really great as like a topper to some other lipsticks or lip liners that you guys have. It's just a really nice way to kind of finish off the look. And again, it's SUQQU, so they're really just trying to enhance your natural beauty. The closest thing that I have to this are some of the shades in the Pat McGrath lip gloss collection. I know she's got that one called like Alien-gelic, you know, the ones that are sort of lavender and blue. This is very similar to those in terms of like the effect that they give. The next color is number 111, and this is called Awakicha. So similar to the green one that I just showed you guys a second ago. This is kind of the same thing, except with this, we're just getting a different color glitter. This one I would say is a little bit more multi-dimensional because the glitters are different colors. You're basically getting like a magenta, a bright violet, and a gold mixed together. And I would almost say, as much as I love the green one, and that was the one that I originally was going to get, I would say that this one just looks a little bit more multi-dimensional on the lips. It gives your lips just a subtle little kind of like purple berry-like tint. This one is the one I'm wearing on my lips right now, and this is the one that I feel goes the best with the sort of like pinky peachy purple quad. It's really, really beautiful. I could see this looking so gorgeous on top of just like a simple nude lip liner or like a Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk. If you just want to add like a little bit of extra shine, it is just so, so pretty. All right, guys, I hope that those swatches and those demos that I filmed were helpful. My final thoughts about this collection are that, I mean, it's just so, so good. And I'm really not trying to sugarcoat it, guys. I think that every product in here really stands out. It's really beautiful. I feel like these products are definitely a little bit unique. I think a lot of other brands that are out on the market, they're giving us kind of like the same thing. We're getting like the same Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk colors. And I really like that SUQQU kind of came to the forefront here with this pre-summer collection and gave us just something a little bit different, especially with these sort of like aqua and marine tones. I saw this collection, I thought, wow, refreshing, finally something different. There's a little bit something for everyone. Like if you want a little bit more color, or if you want something unique in your collection, you can get these types of tones. If you want something that's a little bit more nude, you have this quad and both of the lipsticks. Everything is extremely like soft and pretty and wearable. And even though SUQQU is kind of known for like a more softer style of makeup, I do appreciate the sparkly shades within this collection. I really feel like it stays true to the theme of the collection. I think think it's fun. I think it gives you a lot of different options and colors to play with. And like, that's what I want from spring and summer. I don't want the same like nude and pink shades all the time. Don't get me wrong. I love to be a bronze goddess. Like, I love my browns and my golds and all that kind of stuff. But I do like that this collection is something just a little bit different. Like, give us a purple blush, give us a green lip gloss, SUQQU. I really do like it. If you're kind of debating what you should get from this collection, because I know that these products are very expensive, trust me, I bought these with my own money, I definitely would recommend picking up one of the eyeshadows. I think that the eyeshadow quads are my favorite thing in this collection, and when you think about the price that you're paying for these, I think that these are the most worth it, definitely. If you want something that's a little bit more unique, I would definitely go with the green and blue quad. And maybe if this isn't your jam and you want to try out SUQQU, or you just know you're not going to wear these tones, then I would check this one out for sure. Other than that, I think I would recommend picking up one of the blushes, especially once again, if you don't have anything from SUQQU, these might be really good ones for you to try. Number 131 is really great for those of you who have fair skin tones like me, and then number 130 is kind of perfect for everybody. If you just want like a nice little punch of spring and summer, then I think this one would be beautiful. The lip products, of course, are stunning. I think that they are fantastic. I think that they live up to the quality, but if I'm really gonna recommend that you guys pick up one thing from the collection, I would say either pick out one of the eyeshadow quads, or if that's not your jam, pick up one of the blushes. So that's my thoughts on that. But comment down below, guys. Let me know if you guys are interested in this collection. You guys have been DMing me and asking me about this, so I wanted to make sure I could get this review up as soon as possible. And really, you know, I think that this collection really comes alive when you see it demoed on the face, not just swatch, not just like a photo on Instagram. Because when I saw that virtual demo and try on, I immediately changed my pre-order to get the whole collection. So I really wanted you guys to be able to experience that as well, and hopefully this helps you out. But yeah, comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what colors you liked on me. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking anything up from this collection. Once again, it launches at Selfridges on April 7th. I'm going to get this review up as soon as possible so that you guys can take advantage of the swatches and decide what to buy. I will link as much information as I can in the description box down below. Most of my links are affiliate links, so if this review is helpful for you and you'd like to support my channel, shopping through those links is a really great way to do so. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a really great way to support my channel. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. It definitely helps me out. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I will also include my Instagram handle right here for you guys. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I would love to have you over there. This is where I let you guys know when these pre-sales go down, when you can get things on sale, when all of these products get restocked. So if you want to connect with me on the daily, Instagram is a great way to do so. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.